Hello guys, welcome to today's class. Today we're gonna start with the unit number 11 that is called experiences, alright? So in the first topic we have reading and listening. Read the email and answer the questions, alright? So here we have this email that you're gonna read, and I'm also gonna play the audio so that you can listen and read at the same time. And when you finish, answer these questions, alright? So here goes the audio, pay attention.
Unit 11, Track 2.53.
Dear Jenny, DestinationAdvisor.com is 5 years old today. Thank you for all your support. And to celebrate our 5th birthday, we wrote a new list, the top 15 destinations in the world to visit. We asked our team here at DestinationAdvisor.com to choose their favorite destinations. They are all experienced global travelers, so they had many great ideas. I hope you enjoy it. We had a good time writing it. Did we miss a destination? What's in your top 15? Tell us. Thanks again for supporting DestinationAdvisor.com. And as always, happy traveling. Flo Rice, CEO.
Well done. Now, answer the questions, please. If you finish, now let's check the answers all together. The question letter A says, how old is destinationadvisor.com? Well, here we have that it is 5 years old, right? Then, who chose the top 15 destinations? Very good. That team at destinationadvisor.com. And finally, who wrote the email? Very good. Here it says that it was Flo Rice, the CEO of destinationadvisor.com. Well done, guys. Now, moving on, we have the second listening. That says, listen to 3 people who work for destinationadvisor.com. Which places have they been to? Write S for Steve, B for Brad, and R for Rachel in the boxes. Okay, so who has gone to Hong Kong, China, New York City, Rio de Janeiro, and like this? You have to write an S for Steve, a B for Brad, and an R for Rachel. Okay, here goes the audio, pay attention.
Track 2.54. 1. Steve.
I love shopping. I've been to Hong Kong, and there are fantastic stores there. But my favorite place to shop is New York City. It's amazing.
2. Brad.
I don't like cities. There are too many cars and people everywhere. I love going to wild places. I've been to the Amazon. That was amazing. I love deserts, but I haven't been to the Sahara yet. That's my next trip.
3. Rachel.
I enjoy walking, so I've been to the Rocky Mountains and the North Island in New Zealand. I also love historical places. I've been to Petra in Jordan and the Great Wall of China. One day, I'd like to visit Tikal in Guatemala.
All right, now please complete this exercise. If you're finished, now let's continue with the next topic, that is a grammar topic. And in the first exercise, they ask us, if someone says, I've been to Hawaii, what does it mean? Answer the questions. Is the person in Hawaii now? If someone says, I've been to Hawaii, is the person in Hawaii? No. Did the person go to Hawaii at some time in their life up to now? What do you think, guys? Yes or no? Yes. And do we know when the person went to Hawaii? If someone says, I've been to Hawaii, do we know when did he or she go? No, we don't know. Alright? These questions are very important for this topic that is called present perfect. Alright? What is the present perfect? Well, it is the time that we use to talk about completed actions in time up to now. Alright? We don't focus on when. It is when we express that we have done something until today, but it doesn't matter when we did it. For example, if I say, I have been to USA. In my life, I have been to USA. It doesn't matter when, the important is that I have done it. Or if we say, he has not been to a concert. Never in his life. Until today, up to now, he has not been to a concert. Right? The way to write this is pretty simple. In all the sentences, we're gonna need has or have and a verb. But this verb must be in past participle. The verb being is the past participle of the verb be. In this topic, we're only gonna focus on being. Then we're gonna see more verbs in past participle, alright? So we need has and have and a verb in past participle. But when do we use has and when do we use have? This is pretty simple. When you have the subjects I, we, you, or they, you're gonna use have. And when you have the subject he, she, or it, you're gonna use has, alright? But very important, in this topic you can say I have or you can also say I've. We have or we've. You have, you've, they have or they've. You can say either way. And she has or she's, and it has or it's, and it is correct. For example, here we have I have been to USA. You can also say I've been to USA. Alright? Now, let's check the different ways to write the present perfect. First, we have the affirmative form. In this form, we can write it with a subject, then has or have, and a verb that we will say that must be in past participle. Alright? If you say, I've been to USA, well, it is have. But if you say she has been to USA, or she's been to USA, right? Then in the negative form, well, the same as many topics that we have seen, you only add the word not next to the auxiliary has or have. So you have a subject, then has or have, not, but in this occasion you can say has not or have not, but you can also contract it by saying hasn't or haven't, and it is correct. So you have a subject, has not or hasn't, have not or haven't, and then a verb also in past participle, and well, here we have a little complement, right? And finally, we have the interrogative form. In this case, we're gonna start the question with has or have, and then it's gonna be the subject and the verb in past participle. And like it is a question, well, an interrogation mark, right? Like this example. Have you been to a soccer game? We have because the subject is you. And then the verb in past participle been, a little complement, and the question word, right? Now, a very important note is that when we write questions in present perfect, it is very common to use the word ever, right? Ever means that at any time up to now. When you want to ask someone, have you ever done this? Is because you're asking if they have done it at any time up to now. For example, have you ever been to a concert? We're asking if this person has ever, at any time, it doesn't matter if it was when he was a kid, a teenager, an adult, it doesn't matter when, but ever, right? Very good. And well, this is everything you need to know about this topic. So let's practice some exercises. Here we have, complete the table with apostrophe S, apostrophe VE, haven't or hasn't. Okay, so complete this table, and when you finish, I'm gonna play an audio so that you can check your answers, and very important guys, repeat. Okay, so do it. All right, now that you have finished, I'm gonna play the audio. Here it goes, pay attention.
Track 2.55. A.
I've been to New York.
B.
He's been to Hawaii.
C.
I haven't been to Tikal.
D.
He hasn't been to Petra.
Very good. With I, you, we, and they, we can say I been to New York. Do we say has or have? That's right, we say have. And contracted, it will be I've. So here it will be his, right? Like here it says, I've, it's I have, and his, he has. Then in the negative, we have hasn't or haven't. In I, you, we, and they, we're gonna use haven't, very good, like I haven't been to Tikal. And with he, she, and it, we're gonna use hasn't, like he hasn't been to Petra. Okay, now let's answer this question that says, what's the full form of I've and his? I've, what is the full form of I've? That's right, I have, like we have it over here. So the full form of his is he has, like we have over here. Well done. Now, in the exercise number 3, guys, we have this. It says, complete the questions and answers. So here we have 5 different questions in present perfect. They're gonna start with have or has, depending on the subject. For example, here, like the subject is you, you're gonna use have. But here, like the subject is your father, you're gonna use has, because remember, your father is he, and when he, we use has. So has your father ever been to California? Very good. And in the possible answers, well, you have to write yes or no, and then the subject. And if the subject is I, well, have. If it is he, has. If it is she, has, and like that. And when the answer is no, well, you're gonna say the subject and haven't or hasn't, right? Very good. So do it, and when you finish, we'll continue. Alright, now that you're done, I'm gonna play an audio so that you can check your answers. But again, guys, it's very important that you repeat the questions and the answers. So pay attention, here goes the audio.
Track 2.56. A.
Have you ever been to Machu Picchu?
Yes, I have. No, I haven't.
B.
Has your father ever been to California?
Yes, he has. No, he hasn't.
C.
Have you ever been to a big rock concert?
Yes, I have. No, I haven't.
D.
Has your mother ever been to a baseball game?
Yes, she has. No, she hasn't.
E.
Have you and your family ever been to Chile?
Yes, we have. No, we haven't.
Alright? Very good. Now, in the last exercise of this topic, we have work with a partner. Ask and answer the questions in exercise 3. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna call your classmates and you're gonna ask them these questions. And they have to answer yes or no, but using I have, or I haven't, or he has, or he hasn't, right? So do it, and when you finish, we'll continue. All right, let's move on. Now, we have the vocabulary section. In the first exercise, it says, match the actions in the pictures 1 to 6 with the past participles in the box. Do you remember that I told you that in present perfect we were going to use past participle? Well, these verbs are in past participle. In order to learn them, we're going to practice with some exercises. For example, when you say buy a diamond ring, the verb buy has a past participle that is bought. So the answer will be bought a diamond ring. Okay, so do it. Match, for example, work in a bar. Which of these past participles do you think is the correct for the verb work? It's pretty easy. So do it, and when you finish, we'll continue. All right. Now, I'm going to play the audio so that you can check your answers, but please repeat, guys. Here it goes.
Track 2.57. 1. Worked. 2. Bought. 3. Done. 4. Met. 5. Swum. 6. Driven.
All right. Now, moving on to the exercise number 2, we have look again at the experiences in exercise 1. Write down what you have or haven't done. So you're going to use all these experiences and you're going to write them in present perfect, and the subject is going to be I, because you're going to talk about what you have done and what you haven't done. For example, if you have worked in a bar, you're going to say, I have worked in a bar. But if you haven't bought a diamond ring, you're going to write, I haven't bought a diamond ring. All right? So you have to write in total 6 sentences. If you have done one of these experiences, you're going to write, I have. But if you haven't done it, you're going to write, I haven't. Okay? And when you finish, guys, you're going to write questions and you're going to ask your partner about the same experiences. So you're going to say, have you ever? And then these experiences, but in past participle. Don't forget to use the past participle. Have you ever worked in a bar? Have you ever bought a diamond ring? Have you ever done a parachute jump? Very good. And your classmates more answer you with yes, I have, or no, I haven't. So call your classmates, and when you finish, that's gonna be it for today's class. Thank you for your attention, guys. Take care and see you next class. Goodbye.